Hey Duncan Hines, I fixed your box brownie disaster. You're welcome. That'll be $1 million, please. Hey guys, quick video for those in the boxed brownie mix game. You may have heard that Duncan Hines changed their recipe and everyone is going nuts. A viewer pointed this out to me yesterday and I dove right in to see what's up. Well, for whatever reason, they sure did change their add-in instructions as well as lowering the bake temperature recommendation. Reading through the comments on the Duncan Hines website for the dark chocolate fudge box, most people are saying they are really dry and tasteless now. Broken-hearted, when I cut them, I realized something didn't seem right. They didn't look the same. The color, texture, the taste was different. They were lighter in color, more dense, and very dry and crumbly. And then extremely disappointed commented, I have been making these for more than a decade. Suddenly they're not turning out the same. They're very dry. The batter texture is thicker consistency and lighter in color than before. I've turned down the temperature to 325, but they're still dry. I can't afford to damage my reputation. So to me, this is odd since they've actually increased the recommendation of oil from 1/3 cup to 1/2 cup, which is 40 milliliters more oil, which you would think would mean more moist, right? So everyone's commenting that they're dry and crumbly. So then I went to the Chewy fudge box variety and people there are saying, awful. Is it correct that you add 2/3 cup of oil? ? These were disgusting. Another person said, what happened? I followed the directions on the box and my brownies were a complete nightmare. What happened to the brownies? I remember these were an oily mess. Couldn't eat them, had to throw them away. Too much oil. I'm jumping in on the bad reviews. I also made these brownies many times before. Poured in 2/3 cup of oil, even though I was sure it never called for that much before. So for the Chewy fudge variety, they're recommending adding 2/3 cup of oil plus 3 tablespoons of water, where the original version asked for 1/4 cup of water and 1/2 cup of oil. And additionally, they've recommended to lowering the bake temperature to 325, whereas before it was always 350. I don't know if they've changed the actual dry mix that comes in the box, but there is one thing that I noticed on an old box of the dark fudge variety was the ingredient carrageenan, which on the new boxes is no longer there. So carrageenan is an additive that's used to thicken and emulsify and preserve some foods, and it's a natural ingredient that comes from seaweed. Now, there's been controversy surrounding the health effects of carrageenan, so clearly they've removed that ingredient. Fortunately for us over here in the vegan camp, we've actually not been paying any attention to the recommended recipe since about 6 years ago when I was young and I came up with the box brownie hack. Thumbs up if you're with the OG gang on how to replace the eggs in the box brownie hack. Since we've actually not been affected by any of these changes, I have not had to change anything from my original hack to compensate for whatever is going on here. So if you're not vegan, but you're here to figure out how to correct this major fail by Duncan Hines, keep watching. Vegan or not, you're going to be so happy to get your original brownie back. So throw away your box instructions and add in these ingredients instead. To the dark chocolate fudge brownie dry mix, you're going to add 1/2 cup of flour. For a more cakey outcome, you're going to want to add 3/4 cup of flour, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of egg replacer, and I'm using Bob's Red Mill. And I do have a secret. I've actually accidentally left out the egg replacer altogether in the past, and it made no difference in the end result. So I like to also add 2 extra tablespoons of cocoa powder to compensate for the added flour. And, you know, when I first shared this brownie hack years ago, I got a lot of flack for this. People were saying, with all of this additional ingredients, why not just make a scratch brownie? Well, I can't argue that. You're correct. Why not just make a scratch brownie? But look, this is my fix, so take it or leave it. Some people really rely on box mixes. So unless you can come up with a better fix to share with all of us, then let's keep it moving. Instead of the recommended oil and water measurements on the box, I add 1/3 cup of oil, 1/2 cup of water. Remember, this is instead of, not in addition to the box recommendations. I also like to bake my brownies in an 8-inch by 8-inch pan for thicker brownies, and these baked for about 25 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit, not 325 like they are now saying. And that, my friends, is the way to a perfect boxed brownie with no eggs. So basically, my original recipe for the boxed brownie hack still stands. Pay no attention to whatever it is Duncan Hines is messing around with. And for those who insist on still using eggs, when you can see these are completely perfect as they are, like, why? Why? All right, that's it for today. Just a quick little fix. Thanks to Lindsay for bringing this to my attention yesterday. And as always, get the best vegan recipes at Gretchen'sVeganBakery.com. And until next time, happy vegan baking. Bye for now.